Yeah.
Oh, hang on. I have a question for both of you. I just found out what it was. Okay. And I'm going to ask you this question. I'm going to react accordingly, and I'm going to leave the results for the afterbark.
Oh.
Okay.
Because I want our audience to also have an opinion on this.
Okay.
All right. So if you got some food and you're going into your silverware drawer, which spoon do you get?
The smaller spoon. Unless it's ice cream, then I get the biggest spoon there is.
All right, Solis.
So I eat most of my things with forks.
That's so jarring right after hearing Misha talk about ice cream. Just forking the ice cream right into your mouth.
I just heard food, by the way. I didn't hear ice cream. Like, if you're just gonna eat food, and it's just like, I mean, I eat a lot of noodles and pasta dishes, so I don't use a spoon. I use a fork usually.
Yeah, I use a fork for that. But like, what if you're having like soup or like stew?
Soup, or a food that requires spoon.
Yeah.
So
you're gonna go stir your coffee.
I'm chaotic neutral on this. I grab a spoon.
Use a butter knife for my coffee.
Oh my god, I use a butter knife! Okay, so me and Misha are the same, and Misha is correct, because the correct answer is small spoon.
Let's go.
But I will leave the explanation to this for the afterbark, because I want to hear the audience opinion.
You're wrong.
So move into the see, we're gonna have a fight, so all right, so move into the opening.
This is Bark.
Meow.
And speaking on getting drunk and having things you want to forget, I've got somebody we would like to talk about and forget.
Okay.
Oh, God.
Good segue.
That's the segue I was going for. Yeah.
Nice segue. A plus segue.
So there's this guy.
I was gonna say, who was
this guy, and he wears a suit made by a not good person. And it's seeming like everybody who seems to buy a suit from this person makes it their entire personality to be like, I gave money to a new file. What are you gonna do about it? Oh, Wyatt made that. I know that. Editing Misha, throw the DHC suitor thing up there. Shout out to Wyatt, dude.
DHC suitor.
Oh boy.
Throw that on the screen. That's exactly what I'm talking about. Where it's like, there's a few select names, which I will not say, batter cake, where it's like their entire personality is just like, I bought this suit. Look at my suit that I got. It looks so good.
I'm so edgy. I don't care about fucking victims and weird things in my community. She's not even like a furry anymore. Like, go give money to somebody in your community, man.
Yeah. Go give $30,000 to Zuri Studios or some shit.
Yeah, at least they're nice and deserve it. Fuck yeah.
Or donate to our Patreon.
Or
donate to our Patreon.
Good,
nice segue, Solis.
We'll accept $27,000 at the lowest.
So I feel like I have quite the horse in this game, because full disclosure, if you didn't know in the audience, I was involved in that big document calling out Lucky, and funny enough, the document never mentions Don't Hug Cacti personally, because we wanted to make it a point of giving them the opportunity to separate their business from this, because best case scenario, she just gets better, right? That's not what happened, unfortunately. Then her business, not her business decided to fucking Streisand affect yourself. Like,
yeah, they put out that statement, didn't they?
They put out the statement, and the business is the one that sent the cease and desist, not the individual.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah, that was the weird thing about the whole getup, because if they were smart, and again, this is dude, Solis stumbles on words early tonight. Let's go.
So quick speed run.
Woo! It's one of those if you just separated, or sorry, it's a shut the fuck up for a moment kind of thing, where Lucky could have absolutely like stepped away from the business, took responsibility as an individual, and then like maybe the business doesn't take the hit, right?
So I would have been personally, like, I wouldn't have forgiven her, but there absolutely, from a third party standard, could have been an argument to be like, hey guys, there's like 4 other people working for them, so like I'm trying to get my money. Like, they could have totally gone that route, but they made it so polarizing to just be shitty and support Don't Hug Cacti, and that's the same person. Not to name names, Battercake.
Yeah. Battercake's not the one we're talking about, though, but he's, like, super equally as shitty. Mr. Wuffy Dave is another DHC simp. I drafted up a post about Wuffy Dave, which I never sent, unfortunately. I held constraint. But it's like, his entire personality, his entire personality is like, the fact that he gave money to, like, he's just like sucking DHC's boots, and fucking all he does is occasionally make himself relevant by giving a shitty take or being overly aggressive to somebody. And it's like, what a pathetic existence. Like, the moment people forget about you, you're like, I gotta stir up more drama so people talk about me again. I want to be loved. And it's like, that's not how you get love, buddy. That's not how you do it.
All right, editing Misha, cut this out because I'm just gonna say a name because I have to just say John Wolf. Ah!
Oh, John Wolf, yes! Dude, if you want to tell your little Don't Hug
Wait.
Cacti John Wolf story, you can.
No, that could be later. I don't know. I didn't think. Are we doing it? Are we doing the beef episode? Are we like gonna just go
Dude,
ahead and do it?
I mean, we're talking Don't Hug Cacti beef, so you
I can
certainly
call it
could.
the beef episode. I was gonna call it NFT Bros are stupid.
No, for our audience, keeping it more fory.
Bory.
I like the beef episode.
The
Are you
beef
furry?
episode.
Are you fory enough for the
Are you
fory club?
Bory.
But yeah, I mean, I'm down. We could talk about this, and then we can go into the segue of like that if we want to, and then talk about crypto bras.
Yeah, what's he gonna do? Make the one shitty joke he has against us?
What's he gonna do? Post another fucking meme? So I can get started on that. So Solis is my buddy. So obviously he like gets what happened with Don't Hug Cacti and shit.
Mm-hmm.
And Solis was also John Wolf's acquaintance. Yeah. So John Wolf, kind of like a moron, comes out of the woodwork and starts supporting Slate Collie, who, yes, he's a Don't Hug Cacti simp, but more importantly, he's like, was it confirmed that he was a zoophile himself, or he's just okay with him?
It's not, from my knowledge, if I'm correct. Because I did kind of nope out of that situation after certain things went down.
He's definitely a bad dude. I've had multiple people tell me how much of a bad dude he is.
Oh yeah, it's not the point of, as you said, it's not that I think he ever got caught doing things with animals. He just happens to be like really chill with a bunch of people that have been allegedly accused of doing said things. On top of being, and it's such a weird hill to die on in my head. This is why, like, I'm trying to think about it this way. I went into his DMs. This is somebody who I had spent the better year playing VR chat and hanging out with.
Slate's DMs or John's?
Sorry, John Wolf's.
Oh, okay. Sorry,
John Wolf. And so it's not like we weren't like just acquaintances. We were more than that, but I wouldn't say we were best friends either. Slate Collie happens to be in the I think the Colorado State area near where John moved to, and I think it just came to one of those things where he just decided to just defend a friend regardless of if they have or haven't done things.
Which is understandable at first, because sometimes I'll like immediately back up a friend.
Yeah. If something
because I believe them.
If somebody came out and was like, Solis is a piece of shit, I'd be like, whoa, what did he do? And then if it's Solis stole money from the poor, it'd be like, whoa, okay, buddy, and here's a video of him doing it, I'd be like, okay, buddy. Or like, stole candy from a baby. I don't know if I could be friends with you if you did that.
I'd give you a high five if you stole candy from a baby.
You know what? Honestly, I would too.
I was gonna say, I thought you had this whole thing against children, like you're gonna like fight them or something.
Oh, I'll fight a kid. He's got to swing first, so it's legal. But I'll fight a kid.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Leave this in. Any of the minors watching this, square up.
Square up.
Meet me at MFF. I'm kidding. Look, I'm not going to MFF.
All right. So
editing Misha. Hold on, editing. Cut all of that. That might be a Patreon thing, but.
Oh. Look,
editing Misha. Make a Patreon clip.
Editing Misha, you get to control what's in this episode. You know it.
Yeah, I might
Editing
leave it
Misha, you're beautiful and I love you.
Oh, it's funny, but I'm
Oh.
worried that somebody's gonna be like, what the fuck, man? Like, because some people, okay, definitely cut this out. Some people like are a little overly sensitive with misinterpreting what people say sometimes.
I totally agree, and I don't want to sound like Joe Rogan, but sometimes it's hard to tell jokes when I do something so satirically that I'm like, yeah, of course, it's a fucking joke.
Yeah, that's like sometimes somebody will tell me something
Yeah.
like completely awful, and I'm like, wow, that's really cool. It's like, please understand, I don't actually think that's cool. Anyway,
Right.
Well, yeah,
Okay.
square
So
up, kid.
yeah, back to what we were saying. Okay, and I think me and Ruby have spent way too much time talking about this because me and Ruby talked about this while it was going down, but I know Misha kind of hasn't as much when it comes to this thing.
I was nowhere
Uh,
near this situation.
yeah, I don't want to be.
No, so you very
Just,
politely go to your friend and you DM him, and you're
right,
like,
right.
hey, dude, just so you know, like, I totally get you're defending a friend, but he's not the guy you think he is, yada yada yada. And then John Wolf kind of shockingly does like a 180 and is like, well, you don't know what really happened. And
So,
maybe don't hug cacti suitors are all right. And it was like,
Ah,
okay.
oh,
What?
it gets kind of toxic real quick. That's what kind of took me off guard and what really got me out of this whole situation. So we're talking about how you react. Realistically, this is about how you react if somebody gets called out like a friend. And his reaction was to defend Slate Colley to an extent of like I don't care what kind of information or evidence is posted. I don't give a shit. I know them, and this is what I believe. And then which is not good. You need to You need to listen if there's people coming out with information, right? I'm trying to remember everything that went down. I went to his DMs because I saw the stuff and was like, nah, dude, like, this is definitely
This
one of
isn't
those
it.
things where you should either, like, this is a furry shut the fuck up moment. Let your friend swim, in this shit pool they've made for themselves for a minute. And wait for a second because as things were coming out, it was looking really bad for Slate Collie. And sometimes it's better to just wait that minute. Like you can always go to your friend's DMs and be like, "Hey, I heard some things. I'm gonna kind of just sit back and not make any snap judgments and be like chill like that." But it's another thing to literally go on Twitter and all other social medias and go on like a crusade to fight for them.
yeah.
When you don't know all of the stuff yourself either. So that's what really kind of like sent me. So I did the opposite of what John did. I went to his DMs. I said, "Hey, look, it's not looking good. This is the stuff I've seen." And Slate basically like went completely radio silent. Which was the whole like big thing is they shut the fuck up. They let John Wolf get his whole ass out there, and then John Wolf took all of the brunt of it from then on out because the target wasn't on Slate Call anymore. It was about John Wolf showing his whole ass.
Yeah, I
People even forgot that the original thing was that fucking, like, that Slate Collie is a disgusting person, not
Right.
the, like, yeah,
Yup.
like Slate Collie he threw his friend under the bus. He never defended John the way John defended
Well,
him. He just let him like take all of the attention off of him. It was like a James Charles moment.
Well, this is what I was gonna say. Is I'm not even sure you can blame Slate for it because I have a really bad feeling. I say bad feeling because it's just not how you should act.
Okay,
I
editing
think-
Misha. I'm so sorry to interrupt. I was checking Wolfie Dave Twitter and fucking Cassie Sibbett just fucking commented on one of my.
Cassidy Civet.
I'm-
Oh wait,
hold
let's
on.
see.
Okay, I've never pulled up your Twitter quicker than this. Hold on.
All right, I need to
Wow,
read
that's
this. I need to see
that's
this. I don't have a
my
Twitter.
Whoops. Okay.
What is
So
it? What is it?
My post is from August 28th, so months ago, and they said,
What did your
Five-
post say?
I'm the fandom's villain of the week for speaking my mind. I haven't done anything more than piss off the majority of my unpopular opinions.
Cassidy or Wolfie
God.
Dave?
Cassidy.
Have
What
we
did
ta-
Cassidy
we-
say?
That's what
I'm,
Cassidy
I'm,
said.
I'm,
No, but what was the unpopular opinion?
Yeah.
Here.
Well, her
Like, this
unpopular
is-
opinion is she's literally
Why
better than
are
everyone
they
else.
replying to this so fucking like why are you searching your own name, dude?
It's over here.
Oh no,
Wait,
because that's
it was
the
a quote tweet of.
narcissism thing.
Hold on.
This just happened. Look at the date.
I feel like them coming back nearly 3 months later to comment on their thing is like
Who is
evidence
this guy?
enough. Was that in reply to me? Because I feel like I said something about Cassidy.
Oh, that is so funny. It has been August, September, October, November. Yeah, like 3 months.
Wow.
How are you the villain of the week with this is a 3-month-old tweet?
Dude, is it time? This is the beef podcast. I think it's the beef podcast. I think we're in.
God.
I'm done. Like this.
Dude,
God.
new year, new me.
I'm sorry, but we kept Cassidy out of this for so long, and I think it's just time. Just like we never really wanted to like full on do like we made snarky comments about John Wolf and stuff, but we haven't like committed to doing like the beef episode, and I think we're there.
Are we there? Because like
All
as a
right.
musician, I can talk about Cassidy.
So yeah, as a Donut Cacti a hater officially, I should get that tattooed on me. I can talk about Wolfie Dave, but I don't actually understand the Cassidy situation, hence my tweet.
Yeah, let's get back
have
to the
very-
Cassidy
what's great-
situation. Let's close this first book before we open up another
All right,
one.
yeah, I was gonna say this.
All
Whole thing.
right,
Honestly,
so-
we could scrap all of this and restart, and it would be better. But
So, but we can't because I'm emotionally drained today.
no.
Okay, so
Love you,
Wolfie Dave
Ruby.
is an ass. Thanks.
If you love Ruby, comment down below.
Yeah.
I've had such a day, y'all. Okay, well, so Wolfie Dave is established as an asshole. So he decides to tweet seemingly out of nowhere. And here's another thing: they all have this like chat. I know one of them is literally called the Cultists.
That's
or
so
whatever.
fucking
God.
cringe, dude.
Yeah.
I know Battercake posted that he's like he's in the cult chat with. Anyway, so Wolfie Dave comes out and says takes a good bit of restraint not to call out a large convention that I shall remain unnamed MFF for
Calls them
continuing
out.
to select low class, overrated, low skilled DJ, the Kigu Boys, over actual good DJs. Sorry, having a big dick on an AD Twitter doesn't mean you have a talent for music. So let's unpack this tweet before we get
I don't think my penis size has anything to do with my ability to play the saxophone, but go off, I guess.
That's so good, but so bad all over the place.
Imagine your enemies still telling you you've got a nice cock. Like,
Hey man,
I
nice
fucking
job.
hate that guy.
Hey.
Too bad he's
Hey,
gorgeous.
I can hate someone as much as possible, but credit where it's due, man, you know?
I was gonna say, like, realistically, that's it. That's all it was. It was straight up just, hey, you got picked because you have a big dick. What?
Yeah, okay. Thanks, I
Um,
guess.
I didn't realize part of the like Google
Sure.
form for MFF's DJ application was like penis picture, and there's like a little insert file here. I didn't realize that was part of the submission.
That's why I can't get in. My penis is
I was gonna
is
say,
inverted.
what do the
My-
AFAB DJs do? What is their deal?
Oh man, have you seen an AFAB dick? Girl.
Like,
I
Anyway.
don't think I have, Ruby.
please show the clip.
Bro, they detach and everything.
Oh,
the
yeah.
detachable penis. All right. So
Anyway.
this is how this thing's gonna go. We got the good, the bad, and the ugly. That's what we're gonna do with this beef episode.
There's
We're
good.
starting
No.
off with Wolfie Dave, which is, I would say, middle
Well, the-
ground seriousness when it comes to some of the things.
The
When
reason
it
we're
com- because
starting
it's
off with,
THC
well, the reason we're
related.
starting off with Wolfie Dave is because that leads into the next topic, the one that's actually topical. The reason we're talking about this is the Ruka drama. So
Yeah.
Wolfie Dave tweets this, and everybody's clowning on him. And-
He's getting his ass beat in the quote retweets.
Yeah, getting beat in the quote tweets easily. So then Ruka decides to quote tweet him
Another DHC suitor, by the way.
hilariously because he says, by the way, Wolfie Dave was actually just trying to defend me. But this isn't the way to do it. So not only did your friend like tell you that also not defend you again.
See, I was kind of on Rue's side when they originally posted that. Like, they had me in the first half where they were like, hey, this is about me, and this was someone defending me. This isn't how they should have done it. And I was like, you know what? Yeah, I agree. This fucking sucks.
But then the
But then-
next day, He says, I am facing my fears. I am finally speaking up about Jay Foxcat. For context, Jay Foxcat is one of the Kigu boys. This is a linked file, is just the tip of the iceberg when it comes to Jay. He has so much dirty laundry. This file contains just one horrible secret out of many he's been hiding. And he links a fucking screenplay.
No joke. Editing Misha, throw up the like title screen and then one of the other like ones that don't reveal very much information, because it is Ruby's not kidding. It is dead as just a screenplay.
It is, yeah. When I first saw the comments, I thought they were like making fun of how he wrote it or something.
I did too.
No, it was he wrote a screenplay.
He literally wrote a screenplay about it. Like for the final, I did a class that was like film in the humanities or some shit, and like for my final, I had to write a screenplay.
Titled The Night
It
That
was
Haunts.
literally that. Like it
Wait.
was that assignment.
So you're actually like giving me new information, because I me not being on Twitter and I don't really pay attention to too much stuff. I didn't realize it was a screenplay.
No, it's a
just
screen here.
dude.
Go to the Telegram. I will like this is the
You
title
gotta
screen.
see it, man. It's so fucking scuffed.
Are you kidding me? Wait, I have to know something.
I don't want to talk about the context of it for two reasons. One, it is irrelevant. Like the information in this document is irrelevant and arguably fictional. Two,
Okay.
if this is like a real statement, this has nothing to do with Ruka, and it was incredibly inappropriate for him to talk about other people in this context on a public platform.
Yeah, that's
I agree.
because like it was like, oh, I'm calling out Jay. I'm so scared to face my fears. Jay talked about this one thing that happened, and I overheard it through a door. The end. Please come see my show in Broadway. Like, what the fuck?
Dude, I will post the ending. I will, like, let me read the ending.
Oh my god. Please do it in, like, a really dramatic voice. Editing Misha, kick on some jazz.
Okay, kick on it. Let me make sure.
Go ahead and read this really quick, and then I'll jump in.
Yeah, okay, so I'll read the opening and the ending. The party is going from loud to dying out. Ruka is now upstairs in his bed and is trying his best to fall asleep. Ruka then begins to hear that everyone is leaving to go out to the Waffle House. The Aurora House? I don't know, that's the name of the house or something?
Sure.
Starts to go quiet. Ruka sighs of relief, knowing he can go to bed now. As Ruka begins to fall asleep, he starts to hear two voices coming from downstairs. Ruka recognizes the voices immediately, but is surprised that they're still here. Ruka can tell that the person is speaking the loudest is insanely drunk and can't keep themselves together. So then there's a conversation that happens that's completely irrelevant, and the ending is amazing. Ruka hears them leave the stairs and starts to get back up. Ruka crosses his fingers that the phone was able to pick up all that he had, all of that up. It's written so badly. Ruka knew that it would be very difficult for the people to believe him. Hearing all this information gave Ruka some reassurance, though. Jay is a dick, but this was absolute confirmation that he is a scumbag. No doubt about it. Ruka realized that this is also his roommate at the time. Holy shit.
Yeah.
Ruka realizes that he wouldn't have to try to make others believe him if only the recording was able to pick everything up. Ruka pops in some earphones and checks the audio. Then he throws the audio on his computer and tries extracting anything from the recording. It's inaudible. This crushes Ruka. He knows all of this, but he can't do much for it. Ruka closes everything and hops back into bed. He's exhausted. He's ready for tonight to just be the end already. The party is over, and Ruka passes out. Fade out.
Fade to black.
Beautiful.
It fucking fades so black.
My
Amazing.
God.
Amazing.
I did not know. I didn't know this was something I needed in my life.
Step
Yeah,
aside,
you didn't know how,
Hamilton.
like,
There's
how-
a new Broadway show in town.
Oh shit! It is so.
Oh,
I want to be in the
boy.
room where it happens.
And again, I know how funny this is, audience, but just like take my artistic reading of it, because the conversation that is in here should have remained private, and it's inappropriate. It's public now, whether it's fiction or not.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's very unfortunate of what is accused and alleged in all of it. And the biggest thing, like we had all talked about, is that it's taking it from the person. If is said correctly, if it did, the things accused did happen, it's taking their story and saying it for them. You're not like it's a very important thing to remember not to like overstep where you are in a conversation and situation.
Yes.
If it's not your story, don't fucking throw somebody out there and force them to deal with it, like Ruka and Wolfie Dave did.
Yeah, because
yeah.
two things I don't think we've mentioned yet. The story, like, it was involving a couple, which means it should probably stay between the couple, you know? It's fucking...
A couple, mind you, that is still together, and this was apparently years old.
Yeah, that was the second point. This was roughly 2 years ago, I think he said in his marvelous screenplay.
Dude, screenplay.
Magnifique.
So why did you not just take this to the party that actually involved it? Why did you wait 2 years after to post it? And coincidentally, after you got rejected for being a DJ again.
And having
drop
a
that
small
SoundCloud,
dick.
bro.
Wait. Is Wuffy Dave saying that Ruka has a small dick?
Oh my
What if we're looking at this the wrong way? What if it's not the Kegel boys are packing? It's that Ruka's got a snub-nosed revolver. What if we're
he is
looking
a
at this the
kangaroo.
wrong way?
What if God was one of us?
What if
What
God
if
was
God
one of
was
us?
one of us?
Sorry. I had to get some comic relief in there. Jesus. I mean, other
Dude,
than
screenplay isn't enough of a comic relief for you.
no.
I'm still reeling at that. Like, unbelievable.
The problem with the screenplay is that it's the fact that it exists. It just hurts. Okay.
I was
It
reading
does-
through
it.
it.
Does hurt.
I was reading through it, and at first I was like, huh, this would be like a really funny dramatic reading. And then I kept reading, and I was like, this is like really personal stuff. I'm not gonna do that.
Yeah. I would love to do a dramatic reading if like maybe I'll ask Jay. Hey Jay, do you want to do a dramatic reading with us?
Oh my god.
It's just a lot. It's a lot. There's just so much.
I do feel a little bit inclined to also look at Jay's reply.
Mhm.
Let me.
She actually replied to it?
Oh yeah, he replied twice. So he replied by simply replying, and then he quote tweeted it, which was incredible. I'm pretty sure he said something like "Let's collab."
Oh, I did see the Let's Collab thing, now that I think about it.
His quote tweet was incredible, and I want to read it verbatim because it was so funny. This motherfucker just tweets so much that I've got to really scroll.
Yeah, he really
This motherfucker tweets so much.
It's like, okay, so word of advice. 9 times out of 10, whatever is going on does not need a Google Doc. But for that 10th time, if it does, don't make it a fucking screenplay. Just list what's going on. Don't sit there and, like, beat around the bush and just be like, this is a screenplay. He also says based on true events, which immediately makes me doubt it. You know, I get he's trying to be all cute and, like, this is a screenplay, so it's based on events that happened. But, like, my brother in Christ, if it's a serious thing, do not make a screenplay out of it for a fucking Google Doc.
I think that's the whole point, right? Or, like, one of the biggest points of all of it is, like, at what point is this, like, kind of insulting, too?
Yeah.
Why do you write it as a screenplay?
What are you doing?
Like...
That was just insane.
You can write it, you can tell it as a story, as it happened, without writing it out literally as a screenplay. And it's formatted and everything like a screenplay, like a script.
Yeah, it literally is.
I can't wait till you guys see it on the screen chat. It's freaking... oh my god.
I know, you people say, oh, a screenplay, but then you don't even realize, like, how fucking funny that is.
Yeah, no, we're not joking. Like, screenplay format, there's a specific text, everything's in the middle, you reset lines after everybody talks, you put who's talking at the beginning of it. If there's descriptors, that goes further down both sides of the margins. He's doing all of this, okay? All of this is happening. Because, like,
I found it.
With, I guess in this case, actual fucking people talking... in screenplays, it's like concealed to the center, and then like descriptors of what's going on or the scene takes up the whole page, and this is literally what he's doing. It's so fucking dumb.
All right. Jay retweets it and says, hilariously, please take my cock out of your mouth before you talk about me.
I'm not
good, you did send it
here
to me.
to say what wasn't written isn't
Are you
true.
using light mode?
I'm not here. Somebody is. Ruby.
Ruby.
Where am I?
Are you using light mode on Twitter?
Do you guys not use light mode?
I use dark mode or whatever the
I
blue
used to
is.
use light mode for very many years until people have bullied me into doing dark mode.
Good.
But I did get bullied.
Good.
Oh, I also love the little bit of homophobia from Wolfie Dave as he replies, "Okay, bottom," as if being a bottom is an insult.
I mean, we all make like that. That joke's pretty common, but
Yeah, I mean,
it's
this
Wolfie
context,
Dave
though,
saying it. Yeah, that's fair.
He's not saying it as a joke because I call like I use that with Mason and the spoon thing. I
You
said,
called
"Wow,
me
okay,
a bottom.
top."
You called me a bottom in the Halloween episode.
You see, yeah, but I'm funny and Wolfie Dave is not.
I'm yeah,
but
exactly.
I'm funny.
Objection, Your Honor. I'm objectively hilarious.
Let her cook. So wait, Misha, you have to confirm. Are you a bottom? Ayo.
So what was our next
No,
topic?
they said the reverse.
I did.
Well, we had this whole conversation. I don't know if it was on air or not.
Even if it's on air, I'm not including it.
Oh,
It's better to have the mystery, you know?
Oh, that is so true, though. It depends on what day of the week, man. If I'm a bottom or not.
The 5'6" shy person with a fox persona. I wonder where he is in the bedroom. It sure is a mystery, chat. We'll never know.
Who's the fox?
Rascal.
Dude, I just keep thinking you're a dog.
I have the dog.
We
and the fox.
all have cat, dog, and fox in us, man.
I actually
That
do have
sounds
cat
a little weird in that context, honestly.
There's a fox, a dog, and a cat in you. The furry convention is going well. I stole that. That's not my joke.
Oh god.
It's like inside of you is two wolves. The furry con is going well. I think it's the original. It might have been werewolves to make it a little less weird. Either
I'm
way,
a werewolf.
I thought Solis was a werewolf.
I'm a werewolf.
I'm just a
I'm a werewolf.
dog.
All right, where were we? What were we
just
talking
kidding.
about?
We were talking about Ruka. We were talking about Wolfie Dave and how they were both just simping
Gosh.
for Jay's dick.
Yeah, so I'm not here to say the stories that Ruka said aren't true. It's all allegedly an accused. The big thing is the person that it happened to has not come out and I don't think they've come out and confirmed or denied it, and they don't have to because it's not their fucking.
Yeah,
like,
I was gonna say
they shouldn't have had to anyways.
It
That was up to them.
It doesn't matter to the in the grand scheme of things. Like to all of us, who cares? Like that's something that happened between two people.
It's like somebody going on Twitter and being like, "Guys, Solis made fun of the fact that Ruby is insecure about their horrible huge feet," and I'm like, "Oh my god, don't talk about my feet."
Wait, you have horrible huge feet?
No, I don't. But I'm just like,
damn.
but like if I was insecure,
Wait, whoa.
I mean,
No,
what?
go back. What?
Wait,
whoa, this episode got weird.
Oh,
It's
it
the beef
just got
episode.
weird.
Back to the
yeah.
beef. Back to the beef.
Back to the beef.
Oh,
Damn,
God.
Ruby has small feet.
You know what? I got this vape pen. This could make things more interesting.
No.
All right. No. So okay.
Why did you use this?
Right? Like, I know nothing about the Kegel Boys, so I don't know.
Well,
anything
no.
about Jay.
Okay. So realistically, the reason why I used this was because he doesn't have anything else.
Yeah.
Like again, it's up to the other people to come out about all of the shitty behavior that Jay has. If they don't, then you just kind of can't.
Dude, we've had two separate occasions on Twitter recently of, like, somebody mentioning somebody and everybody having a story about it. So, like, if it fucking happens again, this is your chance, you know?
Well, that's what I'm saying. So
God,
because
that's amazing.
Jay had some dirt on him, and nobody said anything. That's the thing, dude. I
Yeah.
think the difference between like that fucking purple fire dude that looks such an ugly
I don't even
persona.
remember his name, dude. He was in my
I
Twitter
don't
video. Go
remember his
watch it.
name. But like he like, you know, nobody came to defend you, man.
No, there was nobody on his side, man. That was so fucking funny because it was like that one person was like, "Yeah, I had a horrible experience with this guy in the elevator," and everyone's like, "Hey, wait a minute!" Like even I included him in a fucking Why Do Furries episode like a year ago, dude.
Yeah,
You're talking about the one dude, right?
that one dude, yeah.
Yeah, I know
Yeah,
you're
the
talking
one
about.
dude.
You're talking about the one that everybody had a story with.
Yeah,
the
like,
purple.
the
The purple
Yeah.
guy.
so weird.
Okay.
Exactly. Exactly, Misha.
I'm losing my mind over here. This
Yeah.
episode is so fucked.
There was that, and then there was one recently. It was Lumen City.
Luminosity. What's that?
Oh my
Luminosity?
god, dude. No, it's
What?
literally just
Yeah,
Lumen
wait,
City.
you gotta show me that.
Fuck, dude. So somebody posted and was like, "Hey, this person like came into my room and started taking pictures just like uninvited, and we finally had to kick him out, and I don't know how he knew where my room was and da da da." And everyone's like,
Oh my god.
"Oh, this guy, yeah, he's super creepy, and I see him all around, and like, he fucking just gives me really creepy vibes." And he's also a YouTuber.
Which guy?
It was Lumen City. He was a YouTuber, and so I've had my spats with him in the past, actually, because like about a year ago, he made a video that was called something like, I don't know, fucking Beta is killing for a YouTube or some shit like that.
Oh my god, I remember that
yeah,
guy.
this guy, yeah. And so I commented, this was all a year ago. I commented and I was like, how is he killing for a YouTube? Like, your whole thing was, I don't like his content. He didn't really explicitly say how Beta was quote-unquote killing furry YouTube. And the guy was like, well, obviously you didn't watch the video. And I fucking did, because I wouldn't have commented.
Right, you had your
and
shit
then,
ready.
Yeah, and I was like, you know, I commented, and he just kept deflecting with like, oh, well, what would your smaller YouTuber friends think? You're just kissing Beta's boots. How do those boots taste? You know, you're a pop, you fur. You're only dogging on me because you have more subscribers than I do. And I was like, what the fuck is happening? Like,
When people go to personal attacks at any length instead of like bringing up fact about like objective facts that are why you're wrong or why you're a bad person or anything, you know you've already won.
Yeah.
Okay, bottom. Like,
I was just like,
Hey, Misha. Thanos snap Ruby.
What? No.
Actually,
sounds like a lot of
I committed no crimes.
Misha has the muzzle.
I do.
Oh, we need a like a little muzzle emote.
Oh my god, we do.
God.
Seeing his name a year later under this person's post was like, it was like a freaking Nom flashback, dude. I was like, what the fuck? Because I had to go back and check to make sure it was the same person, and sure enough, it was.
Wow.
And yeah, everyone just had a story about like, I guess he just turned 18 this year, so like a year or two ago, he kept like finding his way into NSFW spaces, and then he would mention that he's a minor while being in these spaces, and he kept trying to make his way into more spaces, and then just kept giving everyone creepy vibes, always like prying into everybody's information. There was one instance where he went way too far for a video that is now down. I will not go into any further detail. Keep that explicitly, like, you know, yeah. Editing Misha, figure that one out. But like,
Damn, editing Misha, you are working
editing
this
Misha's
episode.
got work to do, dude. Editing Misha's been kind of lazy this week.
We need editing Misha like needs its own name.
I like editing Misha.
I like editing Misha.
You like edit. I feel like I want to be talking to like a third party, and then it's kind of a joke as if we don't address that it's the same guy in the room.
Oh my god, wait. We'll just start
Like,
saying Rascal.
Okay, that is kind of funny.
Rascal's the editor.
Rascal is
But
the
I feel
editor.
like if Rascal was our editor, so much more shit would get through.
Yeah, that's
true.
We need like a Stevie or something.
So what you're saying is you need to swap Misha out for Rascal. We could let
Oh,
Rascal
maybe
pop
so.
off.
Maybe
I
so.
thought about like if we ever do like a more risque episode, just having a Rascal.
It'll be
having a
Yip
Rascal
Bark
one.
Meow.
Oh my god. Anyway, yeah, Lumen City kind of shitty. Apparently has not changed a bit over an entire year.
Dude, that's another thing. Is people can
Yay.
change. You
Yeah.
could get better. Especially in this fandom where everybody's so willing to forgive you.
Yeah.
That's the big thing I think I've learned. Every so often I get updates on John Wolf, like just not terribly not terribly
Dude,
long ago. He just
A-
did something. He
Yeah,
did something,
the
didn't he?
fucking AI art meme. No, he posted like anyone could change without context, and I was like, takes long drag of cigarette. What the fuck?
Yeah,
did he do
what the
now?
fuck did you do? Yeah. That's the thing. Nobody thinks you don't look like you're doing better, man. Time is not an apology.
Yeah, you have to like time does heal wounds, but you have to be willing to put in the work.
You have to say sorry
Amazing.
and mean it
Yeah.
and then have your actions like speak for you.
Oh, that's what it was. The AI generated.
Yeah, the fucking
It was
dude.
the
That's going in my
pizza.
Why Do Furries episode.
It was the
It
pizza.
was the
And it's like,
pizza. That's the
that's
one joke he has.
and that's the problem that he has, because it's just like, dude, you didn't learn anything.
No.
People were upset. Well, again, I have, if you want to really, if we want to do a whole episode, you guys can comment down below on the whole BLFC pizza incident. I was there. I was part of the RV crew. Well, I wasn't in the room because I said no, but
Solis didn't like pineapples, so he left the room. There were pineapples on the pizza. It was the whole thing. Solis is
That's the
allergic, so
worst
yeah.
thing that was on that pizza.
That was the worst part.
yeah, that was it. The only thing, right?
That's the unforgivable sin right there, man.
Made me cry inside.
Anyway, sorry.
And outside.
Buddy.
So
Now
you
I gotta
were at the party.
No, this
Editing
is-
Misha now has more work.
Remember,
damn it.
I don't ever see editing Misha.
Editing
I
Misha
deal with
sees
Misha.
you.
Regular Misha's nice and happy to see me.
Oh yeah.
Editing Misha, the difference between regular and editing Misha is like, sober me can deal with that, and in the morning I'm like, fuck you, drunk me.
Right.
It's
That's a problem
literally
for
that
future
meme.
me. That was like the whole like where we were censoring the band's name. If either of you say it, I will mute you for the rest of the episode. If
Oh, God.
I
we
don't
were
remember the
saying
name, so you're safe.
I do,
perfect.
so thank God.
We were saying the band's name over and over again, and I had to censor it every single time. And I got like halfway through, and I was like, "This is very quickly becoming not fun." This
That
was
was
a
the
stupid
problem
joke.
was
You started it.
I was gonna say, the problem
I
was is
know.
you did it to yourself,
I
and that's when I let it go. Because
Yeah,
I was
I
like,
know.
I was gonna be nice. I was gonna play fair.
I know that one was self-inflicted. Or like, I recently was looking through my old videos and I saw the one where I was venting. I wasn't venting. I was like jokingly bitching about when Ruby was talking about all the flags, and I was like, I gotta go through and add all these flags.
Oh
And then
no,
I'm done
yeah.
with the episode.
That one was my fault.
There were like 20 markers. Anyway, editing Misha and normal Misha, we talk, so you're on thin ice, Solis.
Shit.
Wow, and I'm not.
Shit.
I like ice.
Oh, that ice broke a long time ago, Ruby.
Oh, okay, yeah. It's totally fair.
That ice broke with the
Editing
sneezing
Misha
joke.
does not talk to me. Like, they won't check my messages anymore.
Nope.
It's so sad.
So yeah. Shitty people.
Yep.
Cool.
Just
Where,
less to
Oh,
cover.
Pure Ruby
are we
Dragon,
on the
though.
cow?
Fuck
Where
that
are we on the
man.
cow? What part of the beef are we at?
All right. Well, it just depends.
Dude, we're at like the ass. We're
Yeah,
we're on
we're
the
also,
fatty.
like,
Shuck.
Do we
yeah.
talk about batter cake and how much he's?
No.
I don't know enough about Batter Cake. All I know is he plays clarinet, and it's the reason I won't do the furry marching band.
Oh,
Because they let him in there, yeah. Well, that, and I haven't been to a con with the furry marching band, so who fucking knows. But what can you do?
I mean, when it comes to like the beef, so the Rookaroo stuff, it's one of those things where it's like, it's not your story, don't tell it just because you overheard something. Again, like that's something you need to address with the person that was involved with, right?
yeah.
You don't bring that out in the public. John Wolf is a classic case of like their whole, like, again, I don't know if it's narcissism or what, but they end up being the person that, like, they don't care. They just don't care. They'll go as low as they need to go to take a swipe at you.
Which is crazy to
What
me.
else is there? The audacity of this bitch.
Because, like,
Harry Potter and the audacity of this bitch.
Because, like, I agree that, like, you really shouldn't care what people think about you. But if everyone in general kind of fucking hates you, you might want to self-evaluate at that point. Like, if everyone is getting on you about something, that might be a you thing. You know?
Might be. You're throwing out a lot of words here, man.
Yeah.
We don't like words here.
We don't read.
I don't know. It's just his whole thing again. Just recently, he posted like an AI generated movie poster of like his persona in a pizza incident thing, like a Pixar movie, I think, or whatever it
Yeah,
is.
it was the stupid Pixar AI generated thing that's been going
And
around.
let's just all be real. That sucks. Pixar's better than that.
Are they?
I lost connection to my Twitch chat, guys. That's such an issue right now.
Whoa, wait.
Welcome to the chat room.
Whoa.
Yeah, I use my Twitch profile to record these because, not like my Twitch profile, but like this. You know how I have the Bark Bark Meow one and the Twitch one?
Yeah.
The Twitch one I have it set to where it saves in a specific place, and if I use the Bark Bark Meow one, it saves it somewhere different. So I just have to change that. But apparently, I lost connection to my chat room during the recording, so that sucks. F in the chat.
F in the chat.
Go put an F in my Twitch chat right now.
All right, but yeah, everybody, if you're listening to this, go.
And go follow me on
Let's
Twitch.
let's do our.
Or you can just put an F in our.
Do the Discord, and
Oh,
we'll all
boy.
three of us put F's in
Oh,
the
F's
we gotta
in the
do that.
Discord chat.
F in the Discord. They're not gonna have a damn clue what's going on, but that's
They'll
the
go
fun
along
part.
with it.
chat. That's the part of it. Yep.
They'll go along with it.
I know. It's part of the fun of doing this. Which, by the way, if you want, you can join our Discord. It's really fun. When I say our Discord, I mean my Discord. You see, they just
Malo.
They just go with it.
Malo. Mad at-
something else.
I'm so mad at Malo right now. Pretty upset, honestly.
Pretty upset.
Pretty upset.
Should we talk about Cassidy, or do we want to talk about NFT Bros?
Well,
Okay, so tell me
Actually,
about
no.
Cassidy.
I say fuck the NFT stuff. Let's just go straight into let's just do furry beef.
Furry beef.
Really quick, just to say, John Wolf is just one of those people that just never learned and is consistently doing bad things and throw it to the curb. Who is Cassidy?
Yeah,
Civet?
John Wolf will be like, "Oh, I'm sorry, guys, I'll change," and then doesn't change. Anyway, Cassidy. Cassidy.
Let
is
it be
a
known,
musician.
we would not be talking about Cassidy right now if they didn't dig up a tweet I tweeted
Yeah.
months ago.
Yeah. They name search themselves, which is why when I made a tweet about them, I blocked them right afterwards so they can't find my tweet. Because I don't need that negativity in my life. But like, Cassidy is the prime example of having too much self-confidence, I would say.
I would call
Wow.
it narcissism.
A la narcissism, yeah. Because it's like, they are the furry fandom's pop star. They are the #1 pop singer in the furry community. Sources,
Never heard of them.
Works cited, meth pipe, like that sort of deal, you know? Like, they just fucking, God, yeah. They're just extremely full of themselves, and they always feel the need to comment on everything, whether or not it involves them. It's a lot like Wuffy Dave in that way, where, like, two people could be having a discussion, Cassidy's like, bursts through the wall, well, I think you're wrong because of this, and it's like, no one invited you. Like, they bought Twitter Blue just so they could bitch at length. You know, it's that sort of deal.
Well, I mean, they're also like the clout chasing type that they were gonna do it regardless.
Yeah.
Well, here's the thing. Here's the interesting thing. So my tweet states like, "Who's Cassidy?" That's all I say. Well, let me go. Yeah, let me make sure I'm checking. So okay.
Editing Misha, put the tweet on the screen, but like add a gunshot noise, make it really cool.
Yeah, editing me shit. Also, like, just give me some cool shit. Anyway, so I say, who is Cassidy's Civic person? Why do I keep hearing about them on my timeline? This is not a negative tweet. So why would you come out and say, I'm the fandom's villain of the week speaking my mind? I haven't done anything more than piss off the majority with my unpopular opinions. If your claim to fame is supposed to be your that you're a pop star, that you're a songwriter, that you're a political activist, which is the stuff listed in their bio, why the fuck wouldn't you tell me that? Why would you tell a stranger asking who this person is, oh, I'm a problem?
People talk bad about me all the time. I can't fathom why. But like, the fact that they're replying to that from like 2 months later, nobody's mentioned Cassidy's name in like a month or two. We don't fucking care anymore. Cassidy's old news, man.
Oh, don't say that.
I don't care.
I mean, we're already bringing it up again, so.
We're bringing it up because it's funny. It's not even funny. I genuinely like, oh, it makes me so upset because like, as a musician myself and like as a songwriter, mostly like arranger / composer for like orchestral shit. Anyway, as like someone who writes music and plays music, the entirety of music is togetherness. It's about like building each other up and making sure that
Editing
each other
Misha
can
had
be
like a beautiful soundtrack in the
Oh
background.
my god, don't do that. Editing Misha. Editing Misha includes something you wrote. But no, fucking, you know, the entirety of music is like making sure everyone collectively sounds the best they can. I fucking hate musicians who will sit there and tear each other down. There was a saxophonist at the college I went to who treated me like absolute shit because I got a chair higher than he did. Fuck yourself, dude. Like, we're in this boat together.
Yeah,
we're both
fuck
in the
you,
same
dude.
band. Why are you like refusing to talk to me, bro? Like, and it's shit like that, except for Cassidy's like fourth chair. But it's shit like that where it's like, oh, you know, other musicians doing shit. You know, I gotta go bitch about it. I'm the fandom's pop star. I'm the number one. 52 people and a cat streamed my stuff on Spotify, so that makes me relevant. Like,
so what you're telling me
cares?
is Cassidy is doing the Wolfie Dave thing where she's going around telling all the other musicians they have big dicks.
It's basically, yeah. Like, it's just like there was the thing with one of the streamers, I don't remember who, where they were like, oh, maybe I should write music. Cassidy basically comes in hot and is like, oh, let me just find the tweet, dude. It's so fucking scuffed.
Yeah, okay, she came in and the dude basically posted, hey, I can't wait to bring music to y'all because it's a passion of mine, something that I'm really looking forward to get more into. And Cassidy basically called it out. Well, talking about it basically said talk is cheap. You need to actually do something or to make music or something like that, right? And then it was very off the hand, like, wow, like it was very abrasive, aggressive, just like, oh well, you know, you can't really call yourself a musician until you make music. I think that was even included.
I found it. So they tweeted, this is fucking August 22nd, by the way, so we haven't worried about Cassidy for like going on 3 months now. Anyway, they said one day normies will listen to the music I make. And Cassidy comes in hot. In order for that to happen, one must actually release music first, right? But dreaming of the goal is surely as good as putting the work in. That's why I put making music above all else. You must if you want to be taken remotely seriously as not just an all-talk dreamer. Wow, that got rough at the end, Jesus. But fucking, it's just like, they were so hostile about it. Like, I agree with the incentive. You have to make music in order for people to listen to your music. But, like, why are you being so hostile about it? And people were like, hey, that was kind of rude. And, of course, Cassidy doubles down and is like, well, people listen to my music. Like, her whole point was, like, if you'll excuse me, I have to go work on my album, which has probably I don't fucking know. And it's just, like, her whole thing is like any publicity is good publicity. It doesn't matter if it's negative because if you think about it, technically the Streisand effect, we're talking about her, but how many of us realistically are going to go listen to her music right now, right? I listened to like half of one song. She can sing a total of like 5 notes, but I digress. It's just like, you know, fucking...
Bro, I love Christmas caroling.
Right? Like...
All right. The way I'll put this is to help everybody else is she's really good about introducing herself as I'm the furry that was on Canada's Got Talent.
Apparently she's not good at that because she didn't even do that for me.
Yeah, she should have led with that because like that'd be really cool, you know, if it didn't have any of the other beef.
That's the thing is when I first met Cassidy, I thought, oh, this is gonna be a chill person because
you met them. That's right.
Oh, I met them.
Yeah, do tell.
It was real funny.
Yeah, do tell.
Because I was like, hey. Oh, actually, they came up to me. I think it was like an MFF or a TFT. I don't remember. Well, I'll be honest with you, I just don't remember.
That's okay.
But they come out and they say, oh, hey, it's Solis. Because I'm very recognizable. And
yes,
like,
you are.
Oh, hey,
you're very
I'm Cassidy. And I'm like, who's Cal? Oh, thank you. I was like, oh, hi. And they're like, I'm the furry that was on Canada's Got Talent, and I do singing, and I just made the song with Pepper Coyote and all this stuff. And I was like, oh, that's cool. And they're like, yeah, you should totally come, like, to my show later. And I was just like, all right. And then they left, and I was just like, huh?
What?
And that was it. It was basically by the way, I left a little bit out there. The big thing that got me was there was a moment where they just kind of like stood there when I didn't know who they were, and it seemed like they were kind of like upset that I didn't know who they were. And I was just like, I don't know.
Wait, I have a story about somebody not knowing who I was. So
let's hear it. Furry beef.
No, it's not even furry beef. It was just really funny. It was at Furlandia, and I made a new friend that week, Lexi. Lexi, super cool. Shout out to Lexi. And we were hanging out down in the lobby, and Lexi was very not sober at this moment. So Lexi and I are just kind of chatting, and one of Lexi's friends walks up, and she's like, "Oh, hey, this is my new friend. This is Misha." The friend's like, "Oh, it's good to meet you." I'm like, "Oh, it's good to meet you too." She was like, "This is Misha B. Barkin. They do YouTube. They're a YouTuber." And I was like, "Lexi, don't do that. Don't stop that." Like, they did not recognize me. That is okay. You know, I don't care if they don't know who I am. It's okay. Stop trying to.
Should I start introducing myself as the furry that was on Anthony Padilla?
You really should.
You really should. I'm one of the Anthony Padilla furries.
God,
One of the Anthony. I'm the best Anthony Padilla furry.
I agree.
Hey, you made the thumbnail.
I'd say yeah.
Papa Mud actually just recently watched that video.
God, I've never watched it. Don't tell me about it.
You said that, and
There's a cat.
It's good. It's fine.
I'm
I just find it
validated
funny
because-
that I watched that before I knew who you were.
Same
Oh
here.
yeah, like that's always. I remember. So, on my Doodle Dudes episode, they used my real name, and because like I knew Ross as a person, not as a furry.
Mm-hmm.
And one of my good friends, Kumo Wolf, shout out to you, Kumo Wolf. He like DMs me immediately. Like he's like, "Is that your voice?" Because I don't think he knew my name either. And he just recognized me by my voice.
Oh my god.
Are you on the Game Grumps right now? I was also on Boshed. Like somebody recognized me from Boshed.
I don't know what Boshed is.
I don't know what Bosch is.
Congratulations.
It's a TV drama.
Oh.
Were you in Soup?
What?
No, as a person, I'm in the background making.
Oh, nobody cares.
Damn.
Nobody cares about the people shit, just the furry shit.
Yeah, it's not that
This is a
Moist Critical-
furry-oriented podcast. Come on, get your shit together.
Oh, I'm
Moist
so
Critical
sorry. I'm
was
so
in Hunger
sorry.
Games.
What?
Moist Critical was in Hunger Games.
That's fucking sick.
Yeah, I think that's
Yeah,
funny.
yeah.
Funny. Look at.
Oh. Yeah, no, I remember because when we did the first episode, you mentioned the Anthony Padilla thing, and I didn't believe you. I was like, what the fuck?
I
'Cause it was
love
like-
that there are things that like you may or may not believe me in a bunch of shit now.
Yeah, we were all just like chatting, giving our resumes, you know, introducing ourselves to the group and each other, and it was like, oh yeah, I was on Anthony Padilla, and I was like, that's the Smosh guy, what?
I didn't even say that. I'm pretty sure Solis said that for me
It
because
might
I
have been
forget. Like,
Solos.
I'm pretty clout chasey.
It was just like, I'm kind of a big deal. It was just like,
I kind of have
shit-ass
a big dick.
videos
That's why I'm a
alone in
DJ
my-
for MFF.
that's right.
damn.
Yeah, bring it back around, Solis.
I would DJ for MFF, but my dick was too big. They actually have a limit on the
they
other
have a
ML
limiter, they
too.
do, yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
if the stage might fall
A
in.
skill gap, if you will.
Oh, fuck. Just a gap.
Just a gap. So anyway,
What is happening?
yeah, this
Dude,
this
so
beef
much.
episode has been all over the place. I don't know if we
I think
got
we
any
could have done it
coherent
better.
thoughts out.
We might have to come back for more beef, but hey, if y'all hear about it, these people have been controversial in the furry fandom.
Yes,
And I'm
and
glad you now suffer with us.
I would like to mention, please look into all of this yourself. If you are interested in any of it, do not just strictly take our word for it and just be like, "Oh, they must suck," you know? Because
That is a good point.
I feel like
We
there's a
are
lot of
wrong.
that goes
So
around,
hard with that.
especially as especially as like a content creator. Like, there's a lot of like, I'll say something and then people just kind of believe it without double checking, and
That's
it's like,
true.
I know for a fact I've double checked, but they don't know that, you know? I highly encourage
Right.
you, if you're like, oh, they talk about this person, but I'm still not sure about them, go check. And, you know, you can also just not care enough to go check, and that's also okay, but like, you know, if...
We're not liable for you.
Yeah.
Except when I tell you that Wolfie Dave is a shit guy, you can just trust me.
No,
Yeah,
go check, because
that's
it's
a
funny.
personality thing. Yeah, We're good with
It's
that.
really funny. You'll get laughs about it.
You'll get yucks.
I actually
You would
don't
get
think
the
Wolfie
yucks.
Dave's
You would get the
been
little
invited for
hee-haws.
his- The little tee-hee, if you will.
A little haha. A little goof.
A little gaff, yeah.
No, I actually think that's a very important thing, though. Is actually,
Yeah.
if you want to talk about stuff that's not furry, but the thing that you're talking about, there's several of the what do you call them? The lawyers, the ex-lawyers of our former president, are using that exact excuse in their defense to try and say that's why they shouldn't be prosecuted. They were saying that they received information from like the bigger name lawyers like Sidney Powell and Rudy Giuliani and all them, and they're saying, look, we got this. We were told to say these things from these people, and we got these facts from these people. So we assumed, why would we fact check these like my over lawyers, the lawyers that are above me? Why would I fact check them? And that's literally their defense case in the
Your Honor, the AI unit told me it was true.
that genuinely happened earlier in the year.
I know. That's why I'm mentioning it.
Yeah.
Oh, you're talking about
one of the lawyers like used AI or some shit, right?
There was
he was being.
It was a lawyer. It wasn't the lawyer.
Yeah. This is a separate occasion. Yeah.
Separate. Yeah, that's why I wanted to make sure we clarified.
That's really important. Yeah.
Gary. Yeah, I called you Gary.
Called me Gary?
Yeah, I did.
Why?
Gary's the editor. That's his name.
Gary's the editor.
Dude, I fucking hate Gary. Fuck Gary.
It says edited by Misha B. Barkin at the beginning of every episode. And no, I'm not changing it to Gary.
Gary, can you please change the opening?
No. Gary, you leave it where it lies. Gary hasn't even added the... Gary adds the intro last, fun fact.
I will... Okay, I'll say this. Comment what our editor's name should be.
Alright, guys. That is our episode.
I'm sorry. This one was...
It was a bit of a mess.
We were a little organized today.
We can do better, but hi, this is the Bark Meowcast.
Yeah, we've all been kind of busy. If this is your first episode you're watching, I'm so sorry. It's not.
Oh my god! Please,
I
hope this is not your first episode.
I'll be honest with you. We were all over the place. Chat, audience, listeners. If you made it this far, hey, thank you. Hey.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you for making it here. But comment down below if there's anything you want us to help clarify. We could definitely come back and do a follow-up or something.
Yeah.
And especially also bigger small spoon.
Oh yeah, bigger small spoon. Remember.
Bigger small spoon.
What was I gonna say?
I just can't believe you would discriminate against spoons, okay? I just grab a spoon and go.
Solis, I cannot wait to tell you why you're so wrong about this.
And I can't wait to fight you again on a topic like this.
We once again are going to battle.
Is the ocean soup?
The ocean soup? Okay, wait, hold on. I might want a pretty big spoon.
And you eat it with a small spoon.
I might want a pretty big spoon if I'm gonna eat ocean soup.
It's that one.
I'm just saying, but that's where the last fight started. Don't make me do it again.
I forgot about that fight. Don't make me go back in the trenches.
All right. Well, thank you all for being here.
Have the Patreon list. Yes, I have it.
Whoa, the Patreon. Our lovely supporters. Again, thank you so much for being so generous.
Yes.
And kind.
Thank you so much to Raze. Thank you to Fio Firefox. Thank you to Corleen R. Thank you to Kai. Thank you to Quint. Thank you to Carnelian Fox. And thank you to Steam Pony and Ankara, who's apparently married.
Fucking insane.
Cute.
Married and making furry gateway arch. Like, what the fuck is...
What?
Wow.
Why did... Okay, and Soya Deer, who the fuck... Why did you put J in... We said F in the Discord. God dang it. Follow instructions, right?
God, yeah. I do like the PH, because that's the F sound, if it's the right word. That one's really fun.
Yeah,
that's hilarious. Shout out to Corrosion.
Yeah,
for
that's
one.
what they were doing.
That's
hilarious.
Entertaining.
Yeah, that's
Shout
really
out
good.
to Corson.
See,
they also have a J, but they have a
We
rebound.
got a comedian here.
We got
a few comedians.
We
in the
got
chat.
a funny guy here. I'm a heart reactor.
And if you like this video, definitely check out our other podcast episodes. I personally like the Cursed episode. As if, again, this is your first episode, go watch the Cursed episode if you really want a gauge of all of the things we do on this podcast.
Check out the last episode too, because I talk about Zoids, and I love those.
Talk about the episode before that, because I talk about foxes and diapers.
Yay!
We've all got our
a little bit of everything here on the Bark Meow podcast.
Dude,
everybody's represented.
we're just officially talking shit now.
I see what you did there.
Oh my god. Okay, that's the end of the episode. All right, guys.
Just end it right there.
If you're here at the premiere, hi, hello. Thank you for tuning in. If you're watching this later, we premiere these episodes every Friday at 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. And afterwards, at around 5, depending on the length of the episode, 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, we do an After Bark episode, which is basically just a live, uncut episode where we chat with you guys. We chat about God knows what, and we sometimes chat about the episode, sometimes, but like it's usually all over the place. But yeah, be sure to tune in. And that's all I got. You guys got any closing arguments?
That specific. That was mean. That was mean.
What did you say?
I said, is that specific?
Wait.
You
Specific.
stumbled
Oh,
on-
specific stand. God damn it. I know. It's my one flub.
I know,
so
you clubbed it. That was
I
gonna
was
say anything, and then you
so-
did.
Specific
And I was like,
standard time.
fuck it, I'm going for it.
So close.
I'm going for the throat.
No, and now that you
The
mention it,
throat
Gary
goat.
has to leave it in. No.
Fucking
God damn it.
dude, I don't like Gary.
We just hired Gary.
You
All right,
seen him?
Gary's fired. Editor or fucking commenters.
Comment in the Patreon who you want our editor to
Who's
be.
our, who's
Yeah.
our editor?
Yeah.
Who's the editor we can yell at?
It's gotta
Fucking
be like,
Make
it's
it
gotta
up,
be a
dude.
catchy name, like Misha be Barkin. That's a pretty solid name.
I mean,
Yeah,
you should
totally.
be fucking.
Yeah. God damn it! Stop saying Misha be fucking.
Me should be bucket.
Misha be bucket.
Oh,
All right, guys.
bad.
Thanks for tuning in. Bye.
How's my audio quality? Is it better now?
This is a horrible time to be asking that question.